Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Big D's Garage. I'm Big D. On today's episode, we are going to start our teardown of the motor so we can get it out. And real quick and briefly, I'm going to cover what the plans are for the paint and the chrome on the car. So here we go. Let's talk about this real quick. Okay, so the plans for the body and the chrome on the car. The car is going to be painted jet black, gloss jet black, not flat. All the chrome and pop metal trim on the car is all going to be taken off and powder coated a deep blood red. The hood is going to be replaced by a fiberglass 6 to 8 inch tall cowl hood for clearance. The front bumper is going to be replaced with a fiberglass one, and the back bumper is going to be changed to a roll pan. The bed is going to be covered in a fiberglass tonneau cover. There is going to be a 18-inch wide spoiler coming out off the back of the car with side deflectors on it. If you watch drag racing at all, you'll know what type of spoilers I'm talking about. There will be removable wheelie bars. There will be a removable chute. I'm going to try to make the wing removable because this car is also going to be driven on the street from time to time. These, I'm going to be losing the pop metal trim around the tires because I got to shave the inside lip off for tire clearance because I'm putting a 10.5 wide tire on the back, so it will be categorized as a small tire car. I'm also going to be tubbing the back end of the car for extra tire clearance. Okay. Oh, and down the side of the car, I decided that's what I'm going to do with the exhaust. The exhaust is going to come off the turbos and then under the car and then out the side and down the side of the car, and it will be 4-inch diameter piping, and it will also be powder coated in blood red. The new wheels that I'm putting on it will also be powder coated in blood red. They are going to be Weld Racing drag lights front and back. Okay, now that we have covered all of that, let's get to work on disassembly of our motor. I'm going to put the phone in this holder like so. Okay, we are in like Flynn. Okay, let me angle this down for y'all. Okay. Trying to get it to where you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to start taking the front of the motor apart. On a small block Chevy, when you're taking the front of the motor apart, you're basically going to need a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and a 1/2 inch deep socket, a 9/16 deep socket, a 5/8 deep socket, a short extension, a long extension, and a some screwdrivers. All right, let's get to work. Okay, alternator bolt is a half inch. Now, when we go back together with this car, I'm going to be changing the alternator to a smaller mini alternator for space for the turbos. Damn, that motherfucker's in there. And I'm the one that put this shit back together. Now, I'm sure you guys are going to be asking, why aren't you keeping track of the bolts? Don't you want to know where your bolts are at and all that? Well, yeah, I do. But I've done this so much, I pretty much know what bolts go where. Okay. I forgot a socket. So, if you give me just a second, I got to go and get my 5/8, or not 5/8. I need a 7/16 socket. Okay, we got our 7/16 wrench, or socket, I mean. Reason why we need the 7/16 socket. In order to get to the bottom alternator bracket bolts, we have to take the smog pump pulley off. But before we do that, I have to loosen off the bottom alternator bolt because I got to take the belt off. Oh wait, I don't want to take that bolt off just yet. I want to loosen the pulley bolts on the smog pump first because the tension. Son of a bitch, it ain't a 7/16. Oh, damn it. That's right, that's a 10 millimeter. My bad. Only millimeter freaking socket on the damn car. What? Huh? Holy crap. Yeah. Visually wise, they don't look any lower. But you definitely dropped down. Okay. Sorry, I was talking to my brother Liam. He's working on his new car. Beside
put that back on real quick. Sorry.
Yes, we can do that. Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
Even though we're recording,
I'm sorry.
we got to have a.
Yeah, just turn the camera.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I got to help him put his top back on his car real quick.
Sorry.
It's all good.
It'll take a half second. I can do all the clips. You see me good. Oh, that rubber.
What? Oh, your rubber?
Okay. Hook. Oh, I'm gonna open the doors.
Wait, mine didn't hook. Oh, it has to go forward.
Yeah. Hold on. Shit.
What?
Back.
I think yours hooked, didn't it?
Now you gotta get these. Inside.
Oh,
Ready? There.
that's right.
There we go. Make sure they pop up like that.
There. Okay. Now,
Smart thing about that is
then we go. There went mine.
yeah.
Wait, something ain't right. I don't want to freaking clamp down.
What's it supposed to clamp on?
I think it's the little rubber on the end there. See the rubber? Huh?
Rejected.
Oh, is that what the problem is?
I don't know what's going on.
I
I'm screwing up your video. I'm so sorry.
Huh?
I'm screwing up your video. I'm so sorry.
Well, keep looking at it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you do your thing. I'll do my thing.
You might have to do some
Research.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay, so the bottom alternator bolt. Oh wait, no, we're loosening off the bolts on the smog pump. Okay. Now, these are a 10 millimeter. Only fucking metric bolt on this bitch, I swear to God. Why is this bolt not working? Oh, that's right, I replaced that bolt. I just don't remember what size I replaced it with. Okay. And let's do this again. Like any mechanic, you gotta fucking get tools. Okay. There we go. Now the smog pump, I'm not worried about because I'm going to be eliminating it. All the emission stuff on the car is being removed. So smog pump's gonna go. Charcoal canister is gonna go. Obviously the headers are gonna go. Even though the headers are brand new and they've been modified for the smog tubes to be on them. So they would be a great, great purchase for anybody with a G-body that's running a small block Chevy that needs a set of smog headers. A lot of this stuff that's coming off this car is going to be up for sale because I'm not going to be reusing any of it, and somebody else could get the practicality. Right, I'm putting the wrong socket on. That's a half. I need a 9/16. There we go. Okay. Now loosen this one off here. There we go. And the alternator is loose. Okay. Now before we completely remove it, we're going to take this belt off. Now of course, the belts are going to have to be replaced. One, they're dry rotted from sitting. And two, since I'm losing the smog pump and going to a smaller alternator, this belt is going to be way too long. Okay. Now I could take the smog pump pulley off here. There we go. I'll set it over here on the floor. And then we got to come over here. Dang it. I need some damn snippers. Snippers. Something to cut zip ties. Okay, we got some stuff in the way here that we're not going to be needing anymore. So we're going to take the zip ties off. Actually, I can leave that one. This one has to come off. Like that. This can come out of here. Brand new PCV valve. Not going to need it. Because with the turbo car, we're going to have oil catch cans on it. Because of the forced induction going into the motor, it likes to blow oil sometimes out. So you run oil catch cans instead of breathers off the valve covers, and then you're not hurting the car. And I just did a rookie mistake. I dropped a socket on top of the radiator crossmember, and I don't think I can get my hand up in there to it. Wait, yeah, I can. Whew, got lucky. Okay. Now, where the fuck are we at? All right. I'm going to take these hoses out of here. This is our fuel line, by the way. It's just not hooked up to the carb yet. Huh. Looks like my brother's going somewhere. Okay. Let's keep going here. I think I got that out of the way enough that I can get to the wires going into the alternator. Come on, out of there, damn it. I hate them fucking things. They are a pain in the ass sometimes. They don't want to come out. And I'm not about to hurt the wiring in this car, because it was just rewired, and I already fucked that up. Damn it. I had one of the wires come out of the terminal. It's not a big deal. I'll just freaking take it apart and recrimp it. But this damn holder does not want to fucking come out. Yes, I know I cuss. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. God damn, it's acting like it's not the right damn size, to be honest with you. And my brother's back. He must have just took his car out for a test drive. Oh, fuck. God damn. That bitch was in there. Yeah, I had one of the wires come out of the thing on the alternator, but it's all right. Okay. Now for this one. See, all this stuff has been sitting for so long. Damn it. Keep dropping sockets, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's get this off of here. We're not going to need these heater hoses anymore either, because we're eliminating the heater box. So the heater hoses themselves can come off, because we have no use for them. Wouldn't that be the truth? Damn it. Well, we're gonna hook all these bad boys. Today is going to be a hot freaking day. That's why I got an early start this morning. I'm going to start about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because we're supposed to break 100 today. And I don't want to be out in it when we get that hot. Listen here, you fucking fuckhole. Damn it. Trying to get this hose off here. Okay, well, it's loose. But not going because it's swolled up. Again, from sitting for too long. So the damn nipple on the intake, there it goes, wasn't wanting to let it go. And the nipple, yeah, I'm going to be getting a new, well, no, I'm not going to be getting a new one of those because I'm not running a heater. Okay, let's get those out of the way. I know, it's so flipping and pressing, ain't it, guys? You're like, man, this shit's kind of boring. Well, yeah, it is. But at the same time, I'm trying to teach you guys, adults and kids. You know, if you've never done anything like this before, and you're discouraged and you don't think you can do stuff like this, I'm telling you, you're wrong. Now, I'm sure you guys have been wondering, well, does Big D have any professional schooling? The answer to that is no, I do not. I am self-taught. I have been working on cars as far back as I can remember. My dad was a gearhead. My brother's a gearhead. I have other family members that are also gearheads. I also had a friend growing up that was more like a second father to me. He was really, really into cars and knew his stuff and did body work and stuff like that in his spare time at home. He was really, really into the late 70s Cutlasses. And hanging around him, he taught me a lot of what I know. And then I picked up the rest over the years. Now, I have been ASE certified. So I did have to take testing for that, but other than that, professional mechanic school, stuff like that, Never been to it. I learned by experience. And sometimes that's the best way for some people to learn. A lot of people don't like school. I didn't. I was never a real big fan of school. So to get me to sit down in a mechanic school in a classroom and listen to a teacher jab on and on about stuff, I couldn't do it. So, yeah, I'm self-taught. Now, yeah, I'm primarily a Chevy guy. I do know about Fords and stuff like that, but I am a Chevy guy through and through. I was raised on Chevy. My freaking whole family's all about Chevy and GM. So, yeah. Okay, horse. Getting sweat in my eye, guys. Gotta do a little wipe and get myself a drink. Ooh. Okay, let's go get something over here. I need okay. I had to get me a couple open-end wrenches real quick and my bottled water. When this car's done, we are going to have one epic payoff. We will be taking it to the drag strip where I have a best 2 out of 3 grudge match set up against a good friend of mine that I grew up with in Kansas. Hold on a second. I'll be right back to that story. I'm trying to find the damn open-end wrench that fits that bolt on the back of the alternator. For some reason, it's not any of the sizes that I'm used to working with on these cars. I did drop another socket earlier, but I am not seeing it. So, let's see, is this, oh, look at that, 10 millimeter. That's weird. Okay. Get this wire off here. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. I have a best 2 out of 3 grudge race setup with a very close dear friend of mine that I grew up with. We've never seemed to have cars that are fast at the same time. Whereas right now, he has a fast car and I'm building a fast car. He's got a 93 GT Mustang, but it has a LS truck motor swap in it with a turbo 400 automatic trans and a big ass single turbo on it. Nothing done to the motor though. The motor's bone stock, but it has, well, it has the big turbo. The computer's been flashed, and that's basically it. So me and him are going to have a friendly best 2 out of 3 grudge race, and you all are going to see it. I'm not only going to be recording it for this channel, but also at the same time, I'm going to be putting it on Facebook Live so people can watch it live as it's going down. So that's going to be a treat. That is going to be a real treat. Now, last week on a video, I told you guys that because of my videos being in depth, that they would be really long. And I got to thinking about that over the weekend. And I don't want to really do that to you guys. Some of the videos might be a little long because I might get into a groove and lose track of time. But other than that, I am going to try to keep the videos somewhat short. Alternators off. I'm going to be trying to keep the videos not short, but at a reasonable length so you guys aren't getting all bored and shit with all this. So they'll be broke up into like segments type thing. That's why today I'm like, in today's video, I'm just going to focus on getting the front of the motor apart. The next video will be, you know, God knows, who knows, but I'm going to try to keep the videos in shorter segments so you guys aren't getting bored with them, or bored with me, or bored with listening to me talk.